Angels, what's coming towards the sign of Scorpio for the month of November 2022? Angels, what's coming towards the sign of Scorpio for the month of November 2022? What's coming towards the sign of Scorpio for the month of November 2022? Right, and overall energy is the High Priestess in reverse. Crossing over you okay, two cards is the King of Swords and the Star card. At your head is the King of Cups in reverse. And at your feet we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Lover's card. In a recent past is the Three of Wands in the reverse. And your immediate future is the World card in the reverse. And your attitude okay, is the Eight of Cups in the reverse. And your environment is the Five of Cups in the reverse. And your hopes and fears. Okay, keep going that way. So there's too many cards there. Hopes and fears, angels for Scorpio. Hopes and fears for Scorpio. Is the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. And outcome. It is the Page of Swords and the Knight of Wands, both in the reverse. And underlying energy is the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So, recent past, Three of Wands in the reverse. So, Scorpio, you've been waiting for your wishes to come true, essentially. I'm getting basically that your wishes are in regard to relationships and feeling like you've been sort of left out in the cold, left alone, just really like going through life very much in a lonely state. Overall energy, High Priestess in reverse, along with the Star card and the King of Swords crossing over you. You've become very, you're kind of a little bit, basically not necessarily expressing your emotions throughout the month here very clearly, but you're also very hopeful, both inside about your inner, basically, you're hopeful about your inner health and inner emotional balance here with the Star card crossing over you, but also hopeful about the future and then what the future holds for you as far as when it comes to love. And then this wish, this Three of Wands wish that you had, it seems like your wishes are out there in the universe. Your wishes are pertaining a lot to your inner, your just kind of inner self and inner healing that you might be needing to go through at this time. And you're taking a very logical approach towards this too. You're taking very solid steps towards this inner healing with the Knight of Pentacles in the upright at your feet. So you're bringing this basically this new attitude towards the universe or towards people in your life, particularly towards relationships and things like that. And that's kind of like your strength and your power. Your major power here that I'm getting for the month, and I'll pull the Star card because this is also the piece crossing over you, is the King of Swords in the upper King of Swords. So the King of Swords is basically saying that you're in a position to where you're kind of cutting people out that are not serving you, or particularly serving your both internal health and internal outlook on life, but also your external, making your external wishes come true. But you're also using your using your power, using your influence mostly around in your social circles to do this. And then you're also using your kind of pulling back your energy and pulling back your grace and presence in people's lives to sort of express how important you are to them. And so it's kind of like this quiet power that you're sort of playing too, very unemotional, especially with the High Priestess in reverse for the overall energy. So you're being very unemotional, but at the same time being more like feeding yourself more of this energy to sort of heal and approach the world and relationships in different places. And likewise, at your head in the King of Cups too, you in the past have felt Five of Pentacles in the reverse. In the past, you have felt a little bit left out in the cold. You felt ostracized by people, ostracized within relationships and things. And in your head, you are continuing with this thought of, relationships are not as emotional as you once thought they were. They're not, and you're trying to think more logically about relationships, less emotionally about relationships, even with this High Priestess in reverse. And so this, as well as at your feet, you have the Lover's card too, with the Knight of Pentacles. So you have a lot to offer. You are offering things to the universe, or to people, or to potential relationship matches and things of that nature, friend circles. And you're doing it with love, from a place of love and a place of genuine authenticity. And so there is no ill intent. You're just being very logical about how relationships might be for you, and changing your approach to them from the past. The World card in your immediate future. This is kind of where you're running into sort of a roadblock where you're kind of repeating, you're going to sort of repeat a cycle. So Eight of Cups in the reverse, you're going to run into potential relationship situations or love situations that basically you are unable to detach the emotional connection to people with the Eight of Cups in reverse. And it's really going to start throughout the month. Sort of cycles will sort of repeat where you're going to see, and it's going to be reinforced that that approach towards love is not working for you, and things of that nature. So the world in reverse is basically like saying that you're going to repeat the lessons from the past, but those days are numbered. Essentially, is that you're almost there. You just have to learn the lesson potentially again, as far as investing too much of your emotional into situations and seeing them not work out as expected. So that's what I'm getting here. You're going to make those mistakes again, but you can only make the same mistakes so many times before this Eight of Cups becomes something that you don't start feeling anymore, and you don't start behaving in this sort of way where you can't detach or move on from past connections and kind of carrying that baggage over. So you're almost there. In your environment, this Five of Cups in reverse, it's sort of you're seeing signs of how this detaching from the emotional connection of yourself and relationships around you, whether it be platonic or whether they be like in romantic sense. You're seeing the benefits and the positivities of it through yourself and your own experiences and other people. So it's back and forth. It's the King of Swords energy, where you are cutting folks out and things like that, or not canceling, but sort of like moving on from people because you know that you are more high value. You're putting yourself up there from a value standpoint, but you're also not doing that too. You might be falling for the same old stuff as far as those old behaviors. So it's both ways. It's mostly, though, with the Five of Cups, it's mostly that you are sort of moving on and not crying over spilled milk per se. So you're going to see that, where you're not really crying over spilled milk in your environment, but you're also unable down inside to move on from people. You're kind of carrying the weight of the emotional connection that you're meeting with people as well. Your hopes and fears is the Wheel of Fortune. So your fear is that you're going to kind of be repeating this cycle over and over and over again, and you're never going to essentially get over this. But you're determined to have a new start. You're determined to see that these benefits of your High Priestess energy in reverse, withdrawing that emotional piece and approach to relationships and love, and focusing more on the logic and the King of Swords energy. You're hoping to see that this is going to start benefiting you, bringing you out of the Five of Pentacles, like bringing you out of this cold, lonely sort of stuff that you've been dealing with in your recent past, and this wish that you put out there that I don't want to be alone anymore, and I have to make changes to do that, and that what is required of me is to be less emotional and more logical about my approaches, cut people out when they're not serving me, although at the same time giving a lot of love out there in the universe, but not giving people too many chances, because this Eight of Cups in reverse is not working for me, and I keep repeating these, learning these lessons over and over again. So effectively, at the end of the month, you're sort of seeing that you're going to be attracting a couple different types of people. You're going to be attracting a person, a Knight of Wands in reverse, so a person that is very, I think, inconsistent. So you're going to have an inconsistent energy coming in as far as like from a relation, like relationship lead, or a lead, a love lead, if you will. So you're going to have this inconsistent person, and this person is going to teach you some more of these lessons on how to withdraw your emotional state and be more logical towards relationships and things like that, because this person is going to, and I think this is part of the world reverse lesson that will be repeating, is that this person is coming in to teach you that lesson, to further teach you. They're going to come in, be like love bombing and really loving to you, but at the same time they're going to pull back that energy as well. And then Page of Swords in reverse, you're also going to have another person that is quite all about their like, how do I say it, their image. They're going to be super image focused. So you might get the feeling that they might be coming into your life to kind of make themselves look better, right? Because this is sort of a page, this is a Page of Swords, but then you are carrying this King of Swords energy. So my feel is that the King of Swords energy in the upright is going to be the energy you're going to want to maintain when you're dealing with this person, is that you want to stand strong and be noticed and be up there on your pedestal, while this person is basically attaching themselves to you to improve their image and their status as well. So you're going to have these two people coming in, one that's going to be focused on their status and appearance to others, and then the other person is going to be kind of this in and out energy, where then you are going to start King of Swords in reverse, withdrawing or being very quiet and very like subdued with your power, and letting this person come in and out. You're just going to be okay with that because this person is going to help you work on detaching the emotional piece of it too. So both of these people are essentially maybe using you in one way, shape, or form, but they're also going to be providing you a lot of benefits too, and potentially some fun too, however that shakes out in the relationships. But that's purely how they're going to be coming across to you. And that's like kind of that motivation. Not saying it's bad or anything, it's just like how these people are that are coming towards you. So, and then they're all part of it, it's all part of teaching you that lesson. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Hope you enjoy. Have a great November.